Photographers are like polyester jackets. They not only don't keep you warm when you need them most, they also are often recycled at the end of their life, and they don't look nice on women. But if 5 of them came to me for help, I'd still help them. You're a monster.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we shall answer 5 desperate, homeless, possibly crying photographers today. We're on the Canon R8, 85mm 1.2. Light on one side, shadows on the other. Is there a fix? I do believe there is. Did that fix or ruin our lives? Little tube light standing there. Huh? Huh? Thanks for the video, Casey. You mocked Nikon for ages. What made you suddenly decide to use it? It's an interesting story. So for the longest time, I'm just trying to buy lenses for my Sony or the Canon. I'm just, what lens can I get? This is what it's all about. And then I thought one day, I want a camera. Like, it'd be more fun to have a new camera in here to test. So I'm like, what would I even buy? And then I was on Amazon warehouse one day. I saw the Nikon Z30. It was like 500 Canadian. I'm like, well, why not? They say it's designed for vlogging. Might as well debunk that myth. But I was the one who was debunked. It was like nice looking. It was beautiful colors. Here's what I like about Nikon. Even though they're terrible, but they're good enough. Pleasing color face science. Auto exposure outside for the face. Just always pleasing and beautiful. Stabe, somewhat respectable. The 1080p, 120 frames per second, while abysmal, it holds up to the Pocket 3 4K 120. Like, it almost looked identical, if not more pleasing. So it's like, it's a decent little system. But if you're in here, however, if you're in all these auto exposure modes, every time you lift your hands to God and pray, it's just like it's constantly hunting for exposure. It's really annoying. So you should be manually exposing, but there's no tools in the camera. I don't think there's any zebras. There's not a damn thing. Unlike Canon, there's zebras everywhere. Back off that. Oh boy. So for a while I was actually looking like, should I buy the 12 to 28 and invest more in? But then Winklepleck, he sends us the Pocket 3, and now I'm just like, why would I invest more into that system? I want to sell it, if anything. So I'm kind of waiting for Nikon full frame. I already have my 40mm Tony 2. We're just waiting for the Z6 III or something better. I want to be a Nikon so bad. I don't even know why. I can't even physically explain it, but I want it in my life, and it's not looking good right now. In fact, I'm about to buy something tonight that I probably shouldn't. The dumbest thing ever to buy. I'm very much considering, if not already committed, to buying the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. I like old school stuff, a little slow-mo, raw. What did I say? Slow-mo. But, like, I was thinking, should I buy that? Like, I would much rather have a Nikon full-frame camera, like even a ZF. Why aren't I doing that? It's way more money. This is gonna be 1,000 dingers, man. And then we get the Sigma 18 to 35, and then I have a bunch of different reviews. He's selling that lens, and I was like, I would not buy that usually, but it'll benefit us. I hate Sigma. Let's debunk it. Let's show you that that's the worst lens ever made, or I fall in love. 18 to 35, I can use it on the Canon. That's like 15 videos right there, comparisons. You don't care about any of this. Let's move on. This is why I hate Canon. Sony would never hesitate like this and not recognize a face when you're in, like, I'm here, man. I'm waiting. Like, how? It's not even trying to see me. I don't hear any hunting ever. I hate you so much. It wastes so much time. I want to move on. I got laundry to do. We got to make a video there. Right? Oh, I hate you so much. I switched from Cine Gamut colors in C-Log to BT709. Is it better than the other guy? Because I don't know, man. I've had to tweak colors in here for the first time in a Canon camera. I'm like, oh, a little bit too much red. Yellow shift. Not good. Was that your question? So, about the fact, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 not being waterproof. Big disadvantage, especially with the amount of rain we have in the UK. Yeah, is that so? What a conundrum. Name me the microphone that's waterproof, you piece of shit. What are you doing outside in the rain? I vlog, bro. I'm action cam. Who cares about the sound of the raindrops and the traffic? I don't do external audio. I like Bluetooth. Ow, electric. I hope you get bitten by a tiger at least once in your life. No microphone is waterproof. Who's out there vlogging? Not one setup. If you're doing good audio with an external mic, either shotgun or lav, none of it's waterproof. So who cares? Oh, I got a Olympus. They're known for IPX. Okay, plug in the mic jack. Oh, we didn't. No flaps on the top. You're irrelevant. What are you doing in the rain? Who cares? Get inside. You're gonna catch a cold. That's how you do it. You can get wet. You soggy wet dog. If you're doing rain vlogs for some reason, then like you're looking at an action cam with like a wind muff on the outside. I've done that. It's very simple, but like there's no dead cat. There's only the piece of foam on the thing. It doesn't really protect from the wind that well. I wish phones had something like that. Just a little wind muff. Anything, like just simple. Shotgun mic with a wind muff on the camera. That'd be so much easier. Sony X3000 was close. You could buy the little wind jammers and put it on. It was not perfect though, at all. It often failed. There's no real solution. If I was making a camera, I'd totally be thinking shotgun mic with a wind muff, magnetic piece, boom, super wind protection. Otherwise, you gotta do external stuff and then you're having these debates. I heard you hunt, you piece of hunting shit. Let's switch to BT 2020 or something. Yeah. Okay, we're in BT 2020. Is that better than the 709 guy or the former president? You know the most annoying thing? Like I have these zebras, I'm trying to be a professional here, I'm exposing properly, there's no auto anything. I can't see the damn screen because I chose an 85mm lens. I can't tell if there's zebras on the face. This should be safe. I got the GoPro 11 and the Penny S5. Oh, sorry to hear those decisions. I only have the 20 to 60 kit lens. Oh, ouch. Not a lot of 3D pop in that one, is there? That's unfortunate. I'm wondering if I should sell it all, buy a Pocket 3 and the R8. I have 4 Canon EF lenses, would like to adapt them to the R8. Please help me. I do my filming in the woodlands of the dark north. Filming what? Grizzly bear attacks, hiking, campfire footage. You need the dynamic range of shadows and the light. Thanks for telling me nothing, so I have to assume that I'm vlogging out in the woods. First, I will say you can just adapt EF lenses to your S5. The autofocus performance is going to be abysmal because you didn't spring for an S5 II. You should have crossed a couple people off the Christmas list on that one, but okay. I'm not a huge fan of adapting anything, but I don't know. If that was me in that position, knowing I've had the GoPro 11, definitely didn't sell it. It's a Corzine gift. I cherished it forever. Still have it, probably, definitely. I would definitely go with the Pocket 3. Would I switch from the S5 to the R8? Probably. Like, why the hell wouldn't you? You get this kind of autofocus where you can just leave the frame and then, oh no, but it'll latch right back onto you anytime. Anytime. You're in the, okay, it did it. Finally, thank you for catching up. R8's pretty good. It's hard to beat this thing for how tiny it is. I got that battery hanging off my tripod. Battery life forever now. That thing is still at 89%. It's gonna be like 3 weeks before I even have to charge that one. And then I have the backup 50. Oh, came TV, you came to my heart. So not bad. I would make the switch. Yes, sell everything. But who's gonna buy that S5? Nobody. Oh, that's bad news. Okay, against my better judgment, I've switched into faithful profile, no longer in log. And I'm exposing myself, even though I can't see the zebras to tell if I'm even close to properly exposed. But there's color science for you. Hi Casey, I've got a A64 for my imaginary girlfriend. That's not creepy at all. Okay, got a used 16 to 70 Zeiss. Hey, look at you with the Zeiss. Nice. Can you recommend a tele lens for shooting birds, neighbors? Oh boy, this guy has been swiped left upon many times. Shooting birds. Sony 70 to 350, is that the best option? It's the only option, you piece of shit. Why are you wasting all our time? There's literally no other lens. If you're in a Sony APS-C universe for some reason, there's the 70 to 350 or nothing else. Of course that's the option. You're gonna, is this the best? It's the only one there. Oh, you're wasting my airtime. You could spring for the 100 to 400 G Master, but are you gonna do that? You're like looking in people's windows and they're looking back at you with your blow up doll and you're like, hey bro, we should hang sometime. You have nothing in common with that guy. He has dignity. You have a Sony system. At least you have a Zeiss lens. I'll buy it. You should move on from like so many things, not just the cameras, but your girlfriend doll thing, maybe the birds and your neighbors, you peeping Tom piece of shit. Your question does kind of expose the myth that, oh, you can start with APS-C and then upgrade to full frame. Unless you bought full frame lenses, you're over with. You started small and then you got an APS-C lens and then you move on to your full frame and now all your lenses are useless. So it's like with the Nikon Z30, I'm in that same boat. I'm not buying any APS-C lenses. That, what is it, 27 mil 1.7 or something? In that ballpark, that would be a great lens. I'm not buying that. I want full frame Nikon one day, then that thing's garbage. So I bought the 40 mil Tony 2, that's waiting for me whenever I want to switch to full frame. But in your situation, like, what are you gonna do, a 100 to 400? That would be phenomenal on your camera, boom. Then what? You go to full frame one day and then you don't have enough reach and you just paid G Master money for sharpness. Fools. Oh, the 85 mil's coming as a G Master. It's gonna be zero 3D pop. This is 3D pop, what you're witnessing right now. See this arm in front? Oh, popping it, isn't it? Trust me, this is a Japanese dance. 3D pop dance. I'll move on. Not yet. So like, what are you gonna do? You want the 200 to 600 and then you can upgrade? Okay, cool. Yeah, small. It's one of the smaller ones. And then your little freaking claw grip body on this, and that's like what, 900 mil? It's a bit too much. No, it's not. It's perfect. I have the teleconverter right. That's basically an APS-C camera right here. The real answer is to sell off your entire system. And I don't know, there's not a lot of options for you. Yes, just get the 70 to 350. You'll be fine. Why, hello there, Sony Color Science. Welcome to the show. Before we get to the last guy, I may have been complaining about Sony S-Cinetone Color Science and why mine looks so bad straight out of camera. This is graded, but when I take the grade off, this is what I'm left with. And I'm like, why the hell would this be a thing? I looked in my menu. I was like, oh, wow, that's what I did. I changed all the colors. We got like +7 on 3 of them, -7 on 3 others, and -4 red. Because I was trying to replicate Canon Color Science with 2 charts. And I was like, if I do this straight out of camera, I was trying to get it. Not at all. So this is, wow, bad. This is not Canon Color Science at all. Let's just reset the profile and then see if that ruins my grade afterward. Okay, now things are just normal with -4 red. I know that that needs to be done, but everything else is normal. Does this now look somewhat good straight out of camera? And then what if I apply my previous grade? Did that ruin that? So I might have to just turn the settings back to what they were, terrible, and then correct them. Uh-oh. All right, last question. I'm torn between the A7S III and the G9 II. Help. It's the same basic shit. Like similar specs. It's like your lenses. Do you have any for either system? Are you thinking of buying in? What are you even doing with it? If it's me, I don't know, the G9 has the more cinematic look. It really does. Way more stable. If you're vlogging handheld, your audience will appreciate that you put some effort into Micro Four Thirds instead. Sony's very shaky, but we might get a firmware one day. What's it gonna have? That will be the most exciting thing that's ever happened. All I want is animal eye detect in video. Just make that work. I don't care if anything else is added. It's not like any of your fun features are gonna work with my superior Zeiss lenses. With the pup. So like, go to hell, Sony, but thank you for thinking of us. If it's me, I go Sony a7S III all the way. I helped you. At least one of you was somewhat helped. I just switched into log for some reason, even though I'm leaving. So, you've been helped. Thank you for the questions. It's fun interacting. I'm gonna leave now. You just witnessed 3D pop, even though I stopped it down to 2.8. Come on now. I'll go. Subscribe for more right now. See you next.